need to add a text box with my words, right? Click on T for text. This would be too bold, I think. So if I click add a subheading and I just drop it, now if I click in it, just go to the end and go backspace, backspace, backspace. Can I paste all of those words? Control V. Absolutely. Wow, they're too big, aren't they? I just highlight everything. Yup, 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 yup. First of all, size it way down. You can use the minus button. And keep in mind, you don't have to make the text fill the whole screen. If this is like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you can do whatever you want with it. Okay, I've already determined I do not like this centered thing. So let's click in this box and let's talk about justification for a minute. When you talk about justifying text, you can center it, put it in the middle. You can justify it to the left, which means see how it's all along that left-hand border? Or you can justify it to the right. There's a choice. You see where the lines go all the way across? This is called justification, where it would take your words and it would make them fill the block all the way across from right to left so that it would be a perfect rectangle. Well, if I take it, yeah, move it, dude. I could go on this side and I've got it all pushed up against the right-hand border. This is right justified, where you see this side of my face. Or I could go left justification. I think I like this better. What if I stretch it out and make it bigger? I think I want to make my text bigger. But I, obviously want it all to fit. All right, the big thing I want to do, I want to keep the end of my sentences like away from the right-hand border of the poster so that you can read like every word, right? So do I want to like scoot it over just a smidge, just a little bitty bit? Yeah, that works. Now's the time to start thinking about my line breaks now that I have my poster together the way I wanted it. I am from Carthage and Indy and Muncie and Muskegon and Fort Wayne. These are easy to know where the line breaks are because it's the end of the phrase, right? A lot of times you can have a line break before a conjunction like and. I am from music and movies and good food bubbling away on the stove. So those are like 5 phrases that make it an easy place to switch lines. I also want to keep my rectangle here kind of narrow so you can see like part of my face, right? Right. I am from bunny pens, first thing in the list, and tarantula nests. Yes, we have a pet tarantula, and yes, it's in a pen, and family photos on the wall. So we have 3 things in a list, 1, 2, 3, and I've made my font small enough that I can have each thing on a line by itself. I am from a home full of hugs, and I love yous to spare. I am made of loud words, louder songs, and big emotions. So notice that I'm switching to a new line when I come to the end of one thing in whatever list I'm going through. One thing I would say to you, don't get wacky with your fonts. I wouldn't use anything that's super fat. I wouldn't use anything that's super thin, because if you use a really fat font, it's hard to read. If you use a really thin font, it's so thin it may be hard to read. So if I switch the font right now, what is it? It's called Open Sans. So if I don't like it, I can take it back. I want something aileron regular. That's basic. I like that. It lets you focus on the content of the words, not the shapes of the letters. I'm going to mess around a little bit. Alice, for me, this would be too delicate. I want something a little bolder. Anonymous Pro. Nah, no, that looks like some kind of computer code. Oh, if you see a star, don't use it. That means you have to pay for it. Let's be cheap. So remember, go to Canva, canva.com, sign up for your free account, and type your password into your computer so you can remember it, right? Right. Glacial indifference. Kind of like what we're feeling in Indiana right now because it's so stinking cold outside. It's a possibility. Inter looks nice and boring. That's a little bolder. I want something a little softer because my words are kind of soft and affectionate. Remember, click in the box to edit the text and then click off, which means click anywhere outside of this box and the text box goes away. How's it look? Now I'm going to go to the edge. I'm going to make sure the line breaks happen where I want. I like this. So it looks like the last thing to do is just to download this and send it to me so I can print them and we can stick them up in the hallway. So it looks like the download button is this guy. Yeah, that's right. Make sure you put your name on it beforehand. So click up in the title block if it has a name like generic design 2060, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then put I am and then your name first and last. And what do? We capitalize every word in the title. That's right. So click on download. Yeah, do we want to order prints? Absolutely not. For now, let's say PDF. I'm going to try to print mine. This may change, but if you click on download, you'll see it's working. And it comes over here. I'm going to X out of this. And then if I double click on it, okay, here's the thing. So you've downloaded it to your desktop. What I'd like you to do then is email it to me. Click on attach, which is the paper clip. Then you want to go to downloads, right? Right. You'll see the red outline on the little squishy thing in the middle. I am Steve Hepler. So click on my link, send me an email. Click on the attach. Click on the paper clip. Once that's done, navigate until you find your downloads. Click on I am Steve Hepler. Attach that to the email and send it to me. And we'll print these suckers off. This is going to be a cool assignment. I am pumped. Thanks for listening. That's all I got. See you next time. Bye-bye.